No matter your political ideology or moral beliefs, I think you should oppose the death penalty. Here's why. I want to start by asking, what is the goal of the legal system in punishing criminals in the first place? And I hope we'd all agree that the main goal, at least, is to protect law-abiding citizens. We put thieves, fraudsters, and murderers in jail because if they weren't in jail, we'd get people being robbed, scammed, and killed. So let's compare two scenarios here. Executing capital offenders versus putting them in jail for life. First off, and this is an easy one, under both scenarios, the public is safe from the criminal. So, fantastic. 1 point for each. Second, the average cost to keep someone in jail for 40 years, the average length of a life sentence without parole, is just over $4 million. Now, that sounds like a lot, right? But keeping someone on death row for the same amount of time costs just over $7 million. It's almost double. Now you might say, but most people don't spend 40 years on death row, and you'd be right. But the cost of keeping somebody on death row exceeds that of life imprisonment after just 25 years, which happens to be right around the average time that people spend on death row these days, a number that's only going to increase in the coming years. So even charitably, keeping folks on death row, instead of putting them in prison for life, costs you, the American taxpayer, an extra $100,000 per inmate. And as that length of time that people spend on death row keeps rising, you'll keep losing money. In this case, life imprisonment wins, so we'll give it a point. Third, and this is the most important one for me, executions just aren't an effective crime deterrent. Like, if they were, I might even be in favor of them. It's unfortunately indisputably true that getting rid of the death penalty does not meaningfully increase capital crime, and that implementing it doesn't reduce crime either. Since both options here seem pretty equally bad, we can give each one a point. So while executing capital offenders might feel good to you or even accord with your religious beliefs, it provides no meaningful benefit to society to do so, and actually takes money out of your pocket. And hey, if you're a Christian, I get it. People who do evil, unlawful, sinful things should suffer, but they will in hell for eternity.